Okay, it is Brian Sebastian. This is Movie Reviews and More, Women on TV.tv and the Worldwide TV Network and iTunes 247 out of Franklin, Tennessee. So this is a special show. We've kind of been setting this one up for 3 weeks. I got to have the girls introduce themselves first. And then Sherry, you're going to introduce this young kid on the East Coast since you've met him. So Tasha, you go first. Tell us who you are, where you are.
All right, I am Nathasha Rumbos from Miami, and I am a Latin pop singer and Brian Sebastian's Miami co-host.
And Sherry?
I'm Sherry Nelson from British Columbia. I'm Sherry from British Columbia, Canada, and I am honored that we were able to get this young man. He's a wealth of knowledge. He's a very popular young boy in school with many, many friends. He's a visionary, and he's got so many goals that he's going to accomplish soon and long term. Everyone, I'm very honored to introduce to you my special friend, Gabe.
Hi, I'm Gabe. I am 12 in Suffolk County, Long Island.
Gabe, welcome to Movie Reviews and More. So let's jump right in. What have you been doing so far this summer? What games have you been playing? What movies you've been seeing at home since you can't go to the movie theaters?
Well, I've been seeing mainly child movies and stuff like Trolls 2, and I've been playing games like Minecraft and Roblox, that kind of stuff.
Gabe, you just had a birthday. And I saw that you're a very good pitcher. What's your favorite baseball team?
I like the New York Mets.
All right. So
do you know anyone on that?
No.
When did you know?
Gabriel.
Oh, go ahead, Sherry. Go ahead.
Gabriel, I just watched Trolls 1 and Trolls 2, and I was curious what your thoughts were on the movie Trolls and if you liked the sequel.
I liked the first one, and I thought the sequel was a great addition to the first movie of Trolls.
I really enjoyed the music, Gabriel. What was your favorite? If you were to go to a Trolls movie or recommend it to anybody, why would you recommend it? I enjoyed the music myself.
I like the movie because, first of all, it's a good storyline to follow. It's easy to understand, and that helps people enjoy the movie. And it's one of those kind of musical things, so you get to enjoy songs throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, no, it's a good, happy movie. Was there any particular character in the Trolls 1 or 2 that you preferred or was your favorite?
I like Branch, kind of because he's that guy you can see to understand. Because he's like a guy, there's always one way you can relate to him.
Yeah, no, it was good. Trolls 1, my favorite scene was when they were on a date having pizza.
The best type of date is pizza night.
Yeah, and actually, Gabriel, as Natasha says, I was thinking, I wonder in the future if you'll remember that when you go out on your first date and treat someone to dinner.
Gets a flashback of the troll scene.
Yeah, as Natasha knows, don't ever take a girl on a date and buy her ribs.
Definitely not. Like maybe the third date, but not the first date.
Never ribs.
We're already talking to Gabe about dating. He's like, I'm just focused on my games and movies.
So, Gabriel, I'm going to ask you this because the girls brought it up. You don't have a girlfriend yet, do you? Or do you?
No, I do not. I believe I should be waiting till I'm older because I feel it's dumb at my age.
That is such a beautiful answer. That's good. Gotta focus on you, do what you like. What do you like? Do you already know what you want to do like when you grow up, like career-wise, or what's your favorite, thing that you want to do?
Well, I've been at crossroads for what I want to do when I grow up because I used to want to do music, but then I got kind of brought down at some point. Now I kind of don't understand what I want to do when I grew up, and I'm on 3 different things. I'm more maybe I want to do music, maybe I want to be an architect, or maybe I want to go to law school.
Wow, those are all 3 different spectrums of careers. Well, that's exciting. What about music? Like, do you play something? Do you sing?
Well, music, I play the saxophone. I kind of play the piano, and I sing.
Wow, triple threat right there. We've never seen a saxophone singer. Aha!
Gabriel, everything you want to do is a good legacy. You're so wonderful. I think maybe Nathasha might need an accompaniment in some of her music.
You do decide to go that route. I definitely need some saxophone players in my upcoming future songs when you're ready, you know?
Gabriel,
Gabriel,
what do you like about being the sax player? Because I love saxophone players. Do you have a favorite sax player yet? Like I like Tom Scott. I mean, there's many of them. If you ever get a chance and ask Eileen, listen to Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty. That soloist on that is just really, really good. If you really like saxophone players. And we got to mention Scott Page, see from Chicago, right, Sherry? And Pink Floyd.
Yeah. Yeah. Gabriel, do you have any role models, whether it's music or in architecture or sports? Do you have any role models?
Well, I kind of believe that role models are nice, but you should really base yourself off how you want to be. So it's like I kind of have people who I believe in here and there, but I believe it all is really up to you.
That's good. What do you do in your spare time?
That sounds like a grown-up answer to me. Like I don't think I thought like that when I was younger. Is that your dog, Gabriel? Or no?
It's someone else's dog.
Wow. So must be a big dog because I thought he was in your backyard.
So Gabriel, what do you think about architect? Do you like the buildings? Do you like the structure of that?
Yeah, because I've been playing Minecraft, and one of my favorite things to do is just build houses and see how they turn out. I've been trying to work on stories, basements, but it's a bit hard because you can't really have the most realistic things.
You know, the fun thing about Minecraft, that game has been strong for like about 5 years now. It's amazing how many people are still playing that. Besides Minecraft, what else are you playing?
Well, I've been mainly focusing on Minecraft, but I also play games like Roblox. I like all the Mario games. They're very entertaining. Legend of Zelda. I have a big genre.
Gabriel, what do you like between Minecraft and Roblox? They both, you get to build your own. What do you like best about both, and what separates the two for you to make you choose one day versus the other?
Well, Minecraft, you collect tons of materials and you can basically build whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, and there's ways you can do that. But on Roblox, you have so many options on what to do. It's basically like you can do whatever you want. So they're kind of the same, but then they're also a lot different.
Would you ever want to design your own game like that? Being that you're very creative in your mind. Would you like to ever create your own game?
Well, I would, but then when I get into it, I get so frustrated because then there's so much you have to add. In the end, it just makes it so hard.
Hey, Gabe, has it been tough not seeing some of your friends, or have you had a chance to see some of your friends because of what's going on out there this summer? This is not a summer that we've ever experienced before in our lifetimes, but I'm wondering what it's like for you, for that kid. If you can see some of your friends, or if you can't see some of your friends, what's that like for you?
Well, I've been able to see my friends every once in a while. It's not something where I get to like go in their house and hang out, but you know, I can see them. It's not that bad. I mean, I thought this would end up a lot worse, but in the end, I'm gonna get to see them again eventually, so I don't mind waiting.
Do you do like Zoom parties with your friends, like those Zoom hangouts, like we're doing right now? Is that like a thing?
Oh, it is, except I'm not in those kind of things. I'm the kid who is at the side taking in all the information, not the kid who is the information.
Nice. Wow.
I don't. How old did
You're
you
pretty
say you
awesome,
were?
Gabriel.
I'm the kid on the side. It's like that kid on the background who sees everything but doesn't do anything.
But you're getting all the information. Like you're just absorbing everything.
If you guys get a chance, there's a video of him pitching in baseball, and he's pretty good at doing that too. So you got it all going on. Gabriel, is there a movie that's coming out that you hope to see?
Well, I'm not the kind of person who goes into movies and sees what's coming out, but if I see a movie, they have previews on it and stuff, and I see it in the ad, and I like it, I'm like, I'm gonna see this when it comes out.
What is it about a movie that makes you want to go see it? Is it the characters? Is it the storyline? What is it that kind of draws your attention?
Well, there's a lot of different movies I like that have whole different aspects to them. Like, I like those kind of movies where you just sing all the time. I've learned to like mystery movies a lot. And then there's a lot of other things that you can just go to. And they'll be like, oh, I like this because of its music. I like this because of its storyline. I like this because it's very interesting and intriguing the entire time. I like this because you get to choose what happens. Like, there's you choose movies.
You know, it's funny, Gabriel. I saw, believe it or not, and I hadn't seen it in a long time. Did you ever see Jurassic Park?
No, but I've seen other things like Jaws and stuff.
So that was my next question. So what did you think about Jaws when you first saw it? Did it scare you or no?
Well, I mean, I had watched the make before Jaws, so I wasn't that scared from Jaws. But, I mean, I never liked the ocean in the beginning. It doesn't exactly help.
I'm with you on that one, Gabriel. I'm not a big fan of the ocean either.
So, Gabriel, if you were to make a scary movie, would you have to have it in water?
I might do a water scene or two, but I'm not really one who has my entire theme based around water, because there's so many different aspects you can do if you're making a scary movie. There's the dark, there's like a lot of other places that can be really scary. Like you can be in a mine, that's very scary, like mine shafts, that kind of stuff. So sure, I'd do a bit of water, but I wouldn't put my whole movie into water.
So Gabriel, when Jaws first came out, it's directed by Steven Spielberg. You ever heard of that name before?
I think I have here and there. Okay.
So he's one of the world-renowned and one of the most famous directors of all time. So he did that. He did E.T., if you haven't seen E.T. I got Ready, 1, 2, 3, Schindler's List, and the name goes on and on and on and on. But the thing
Transformers, have you seen Transformers? No, that was Michael Bay. Just kidding. Scratch that. I'm sorry.
No. The
whole
thing about Jaws, Gabriel, is like when it first came out, people were scared to go into the ocean. And it kind of still holds up because that shark was like, whatever. But one day, when you come out to California, you could still go see the Jaws tour of Universal Studios.
That sounds cool.
Sherry, I know you were going to ask him something else. I could see your mouth moving.
No, Gabriel, if you, once everybody is able to travel, do you have a place you hope to go to?
Well, I've been to Disney, so I kind of want to see Universal. But I also want to just explore different areas of the world. I've always wanted to go to Germany, just because it seems like a fun place to go. I've always wanted to go to Israel.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then Italy, because I've always wanted to try what people say the best pizza is.
Yes, and that is true, Gabriel. You have to go to Italy because it is indeed the best pizza over there until now, you know. So yes, you definitely got to go to Italy. And spaghetti. Do you like spaghetti? No, more of a pizza type of guy?
Yep.
Pepperoni or Hawaiian?
Pepperoni bacon.
I like pepperoni too. So
what's your favorite food, Gabriel?
It has to go between pizza or bacon cheeseburgers.
Oh.
Who's your favorite hamburger place?
Either Wendy's or Burger King.
Ooh.
Whatever my dad makes.
So Gabriel, when I first went to Germany, as soon as I got there, I had to have some of their Wiener Schnitzel, and I had to have apple strudel because my favorite thing is apple and strawberry. So when I had that apple strudel in Germany, I was like, this is the best. So anytime I talked to my friends in Germany, I had to make sure that they mail me some apple strudel from there because it's the best.
You sure seem to like it.
Brian, is it Germany or Austria where the castle that Walt Disney followed to build his Walt Disney castle? I think it's over in, it's Austria.
Yeah, because I actually went to it. It was beautiful. It's like a drawbridge that you have to go over to get to there.
Wow, that's beautiful. I've been to Austria, but I never saw that castle. Dang it.
Natasha, do you travel with for music and everything? Do you tour?
I haven't toured yet, just because I started my music career in February when everything happened. So I haven't been able to do that yet, but hopefully soon in the future I'll be able to go travel again and kind of get my name out there. So right now I got to stick to like virtual concerts and like lives for now, but excited to do that when the time is right.
Is your music salsa? What type of genre do you?
It's not salsa. I love salsa, but I'm not a salsa singer. Latin pop. So it's a mix of little like not reggaeton, like it's like dance music. And then there's like I have like a ballad to kind of, balance it out. Not always like party music, but like a little chill, like for when I ever do a concert, I can have a different like variety and like songs to kind of keep the crowd going throughout the night. So yeah, it's like dancing. You could even listen to it while you're like, hanging out with your friends, like playing games. It's a little bit of both.
What's your favorite kind of music, Gabriel? I bet you would like Natasha's.
Oh, I like those sad songs because it's something I can understand it sometimes. And I just want to say, you guys are all so lucky to have traveled. The furthest I've been is to Canada.
Yay!
Well, Canada's great. What part of Canada did you go to?
Niagara Falls.
Oh, I've been wanting to go there. Never been to Canada. Never.
Gabriel, what's your favorite type of music? Or you just said that. So words are important to you, aren't they? So for me, I've always been a big Jimi Hendrix fan because depending on my mood, his words mean something different to me. So that must be similar to you, I guess. You're deeper than I guess certain songs perhaps. But in the Trolls movie, I noticed Trolls 1 and Trolls 2, they had two different types of music. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Because there's always that peppy music, and then they have also a lot of somber music. But in the second one, they had a lot of loud, annoying music considered the rock.
Oh, yeah, I wondered because, yeah, the first one was more a lot of the classic rock. Natasha, Brian, they'd had, like Bonnie Tyler, what was that? Not some of the classic rocks were remixed for it, and it was really, really good. And then, yeah, the other ones, I didn't know the songs.
What were they?
Are you a book reader at all?
Me?
Do you like to read?
Yes, I actually love to read. At first,
Have you heard of this woman named Eileen Shapiro? Did you get her book yet?
I have not read her book yet. I've been reading stuff like Harry Potter and mystery books.
Ooh, Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter books.
All right, so what's your favorite Harry Potter one? Which one out of the 8 do you like?
Isn't there 7?
Yeah, but if you count Beast of whatever, which is kind of not really the 8th, but yes.
I liked the 4th one. Because even though it didn't have the ending or any of these like major parts, I just thought it was a good thing with the Triwizard Cup. It was very entertaining.
That's one of my top ones, the Triwizard Cup. Yes, that's my favorite Harry Potter one. On the same, Gabriel. We're on the same page.
Gabriel, Gabriel, would you ever want to be an actor? Because if they ever did the Harry Potter movies again, you'd be a really good Harry Potter, I think.
I have always wanted to be an actor. I'm not in it for the money. I just want to get, fame.
You're in it for the art. That's so good.
Well, would you take lessons at school if they allowed it to happen? You would do that?
Yes, I would take lessons. I mean, I was in the drama club, but they closed it for 6th grade. Thank God.
So when you go back, you're going to demand that you can be in drama class again, huh?
Well, here's the thing. I'm going into middle school next year. And they kind of have it where the older people, not because they're better, well, mostly because they're better, but also because they're there longer, they're going to give them the better parts than a first year.
Now, you're an established person. I mean, you're wise beyond your years. I'm glad that you're here on Movie Reviews and More. That's pretty good. Have you always been like this? Or have you just been world beyond your years in general?
Well, it really started 5th and 6th grade when I learned to listen instead of talk.
That's funny. So, do you bat left or right-handed?
I am a lefty, so I do everything left-handed. I write, I bat, I pitch. I'm 100% lefty. I haven't found anything I do except when I tried to prove a point from being a righty.
Don't they say geniuses are left-handed?
What?
I think they say geniuses are left-handed. What's your favorite subject in school, Gabriel?
I like math, but I'm more of a science fan because it lets you explore more.
Have you done any experiments in school? I remember when I was in school, I think we had to make a volcano.
The original volcano. For my 4th grade science fair, I did Coke and Mentos, and I saw which ones went the highest and why they went the highest. And then I also looked into why the Mentos made the reaction.
Why was it?
It's a chemical reaction, like we all knew. And then there's some other things that help contribute to it, like how the Mentos have chemicals, and how the Diet Coke has even more chemicals because they want to make it so it's healthier. So they're going to add extra chemicals to make up for it to get the taste. So then those chemicals merged with the chemicals in the Mentos made it the biggest reaction. Unlike the other sodas, which did not have as many chemicals in them.
Did you compare Pepsi with Coke on that one, or any other cola brand, or was it just Coca-Cola for that?
I think I did regular diet Coke or / Pepsi, but then I also did a lot of other fruity flavors and stuff. Like I did orange soda, what's it called, Sprite, and like root beer.
And how did they? What was the best one for the reaction out of those Sprite, root beer, and orange?
I think it was the orange soda.
It probably looked better too, didn't it? Because it looked more probably like lava.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing: it did not taste good after the Mentos were in it.
Gabriel, do you like to cook? Because I had a friend from Brazil, and whenever she would marinate a steak, so maybe you could do this with your father. They would put the steak in some Coca-Cola, and the Coca-Cola would tenderize it. And I just was curious if you ever wanted to try that, or if you have a secret recipe.
Well, I don't cook. I grill hot dogs and hamburgers, and sometimes I'll make brownies with my parents or molten lava cakes. But I'm not really a cooker. I'll microwave my popcorn.
All right, Gabriel, I got to ask you this. Do you like movie theater popcorn or the popcorn that you make at home better? Because I like the movie theater popcorn better.
The movie theater popcorn is probably so much better in my opinion. I still love it. I still love my home popcorn. It's still delicious. But they have the best butter at the movie theater, popcorn, and they have salt there, which I'm not allowed to put on my popcorn at home.
Oh,
All right. So Gabriel, the reason I love going to the movie theaters, I can't go now, unfortunately, I'm tortured by that, is I go for the popcorn, no matter where I go around the world. Now, so when I went to have popcorn, and I, believe it or not, I saw Harry Potter, I think it was the third one in Europe, and they didn't have regular salt. They had seasoned flavored salt, which wasn't the same thing. And I was like, what is this? This is not salt. And then the butter was different. I was like, this is not real popcorn. So I didn't have a good experience with it. So I had to go back when I got back and have some more because I miss having my buttered popcorn in the theater. That's the whole thing. Nothing beats it. So let me ask you this. If they opened a movie and going to the theaters, would you and your friends go to see a movie what's going on now? Because I wouldn't. Would you guys go?
I do not go to the movie theater. No. If it were open, I still wouldn't go because I don't think that's safe.
You're absolutely right. Good answer. So I've asked everybody about that. Only one person would go. He would only go to the first show and then he wouldn't go back. Out of, it's almost like 53 people that I've talked to so far. Not one of us, not one of our movie theater friends either. So the thing is, when you have that big screen at home and you can watch everything on demand or whatever the case may be, that's where everything's going these days. You see the same thing?
Can you repeat that, please?
Do you see home entertainment where people are watching everything from home, like you playing your video games instead of going out to the theaters now?
Well, I've missed like the stuff where you went and actually did stuff. Like I miss going to the electronics store and playing their free demos. I miss going to the movie theater and eating their popcorn. So it's kind of like missed experiences, but you still get to enjoy what you wanted to do or see.
Gabriel, have you ever gone to a drive-in theater?
We tried that during quarantine, but it was the worst. People were out throwing frisbees and laying on their car roofs, so we just left. You know, we went home, watched a different movie. It was already a movie I'd saw. It was the Sonic movie. So I'm like, okay, we can go see a different movie at home.
So Gabriel, when are you supposed to go back to school? And how do you feel about that?
Well, I don't agree with me going back to school. I think if possible, they should be able to give options for us. But we're going back to school 5 days a week, no hybrid, that kind of stuff. I do not agree with it. And I think we're going back. I don't know the exact date, but I know we're going back in September. And I just know that somebody's going to get the virus. And I just hope that doesn't happen. But that's probably what's going to happen when you have a middle school full of people every day of the week.
And they're not giving you the option to do online at all?
No, right now it's just you have to go 5 days a week.
Wow.
Wow.
Gabriel, when you're playing your video games like Minecraft and Roblox, is that a good way for a child to do math? Because I know that they have their own in-house currency, so you can buy things. So I didn't know if that's a good, while you're at home, or for some parents, if it's an okay thing to do for a math experience.
I'm going to be honest, those kind of games, it's awful. The worst thing to do. Sure, when you're playing a tycoon on Roblox and you have to subtract what you have, still, that's just an excuse to play. Like I used to be like, oh, this is educational. It's from cool math. I'm learning the weight. I'm learning the trajectory. And in the truth, it's just what the kids always are. I just want to see the penguin go high.
I'm gonna learn, Gabriel, because can I play with you remotely?
Yes, that is possible. My friend has a realm on Minecraft, and I've been playing that. Because realms mean they don't have to be on, and I can still be on. So I've been grinding Minecraft while he's sleeping.
So Gabriel, we got about 3 minutes left. If I got some free movie games and I sent them to you, would you review them for me?
I would review them and I would watch them, yes, or play them.
Okay. I'm not that game player, but I know they're going to start sending me games within like the next month or two. That's why I'm asking. So I'm looking for other kids. So you you, and maybe another kid would be able to test future games and future movies and stuff like that, right?
Yep, well, I have a brother who will play the games with me, and I have a sister who watches the movies, so it works out well. The only thing is, I do not have, like, the newest Xbox or PlayStation, so really the only games I could play is, like, olden games for old devices or for Nintendo, because I have Switch. I have the newest Nintendo stuff, but I don't really have the newest Xbox or PlayStation.
Gabriel, what do you think is better if someone were to buy a system their first time? Xbox, not Nintendo, or what do you think? What would you recommend for someone like me if I went to the store?
Well, here's the thing. They all have their own things. I like Nintendo Switch because Nintendo's now focusing on stuff you can do mobily. Like they have the 3DS, they have the Switch, which you can play on your television, or you can play it with your hand when you're on a road trip. So I like Switch because then it's more suitable for people who travel all the time, people who want to stay at home. In Xbox and PlayStation, they haven't worked on that kind of stuff, so it's always a giant thing, and you plug it in, and you always play it at your house. You can bring your Xbox with you, but it's a pain to do that.
All right, we got
Thank you.
2 minutes. So, Tasha, tell us what's going on with you and your last words.
Well, what's been going on with me? Well, I just released my first ballad last week. So, yeah. So that's something really exciting. I just got on a couple of playlists a few days ago. So my songs have been like streaming like crazy on Spotify. So it's been fun these past few days. And yeah, so if anyone is on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you listen to music to, definitely search Nathasha Rumbos. And I'm so happy I got to talk to Gabriel because you're such a smart kid and you talk so well. Like I feel like I can have adult like conversations with you. Like you're amazing. So keep on doing what you're doing and stay safe and you know all that stuff.
You might have to send one of your tunes to Gabriel, but I think he'll like it.
We'll see. They aren't sad songs, but they are fun songs, so you might like it.
And Sherry Nelson.
Thank you for coming, Gabriel. I adore you, and I can't wait to see you again. I think Brian has plans for you next week, so I hope that I can be a part of that. And Natasha, it was wonderful seeing you again. And I'm going to download your music. I'll get your music as soon as we go off.
And Gabriel, what's the last words that you have for your newfound friends? What advice would you give anybody going back to school or just wanting to play sports or just wanting to play games? What would you say?
Well, I mean, even if you are going back to school 5 days a week like me, it doesn't mean you can't wear a mask. Like, sure, lunch would be hard. I'm going to start drinking my meals through a straw, make everything safe. But even though things may be bad, there are ways to safeten them up. Like, on baseball, I always make sure I'm, like, 7 feet away from the other kids, and I'll be wearing my mask. I'll be like, you're over here, I'm over here.
Oh, and we have to tell them, those people who are of age, even if you're not of age, reach out and look for Eileen Shapiro's book. Gabriel, you know the name of her book?
No.
Waiting for Adam.
It's Waiting for Adam.
That's
Hi,
right.
Eileen.
Hi, guys.
Sherry, I'm going to let you end it for us talking about Waiting for Adam. We got about 60 seconds. Go ahead.
Yes, do it. It's the best book out there. Waiting for Adam. It's highly recommended. I know a lot of my friends are enjoying it, and maybe in time Gabriel will read it. And he's a very lucky boy that Eileen Shapiro's in his life. But Gabriel, thank you for taking the time to come on the show. We're honored to have you here.
Thank you.
Gabriel, thank you so much. And then so test some games and more movies and stuff like that with one of maybe your brother or sister, maybe?
If they wanted to help me, yeah, I'm sure they would. But I would do it all myself.
Okay. All right. So for Gabriel, Sherry Nelson, Tasha, vocally Tosh, this is Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, WWTVN, Women on TV.tv, and I2247 out of Franklin, Tennessee. And if you see someone out of smile, please give them one of yours because the world needs it. Right, Gabe? We will see you next week.